know yourself. Now, you will say, hey, come on, I know myself. For example, if you were to come to me and say, hey, who are you? I'll say, I'm Himanshu, the director of IIM Indore. Please note, that is my most superficial identity, because I'm getting it and I'm deriving it from a position that I hold. And remember, if you attach your sense of self-worth with your designation, the day your designation goes, so will your sense of self-worth. I'm not going to be a director forever. It's a 5-year tenure. And therefore, if you ask me, who are you? I'll say, I'm a teacher. Or I'll say, I'm a mountaineer. Because that is where I derive my real passion from. But there is a deeper level of identity that I want you people to think about, and that is Aham Brahmasmi. And please note, Aham Brahmasmi does not mean that I am Bhagwan. खासकर sacred games के बाद सबको लगने लगा है कि कभी-कभी अपन को लगता है अपन ही भगवान है. No. What it means is that I am a part of the larger consciousness. I am a part of the super consciousness. And when you are a part of the super consciousness, you owe something to the society. You owe something to the largest universe that you are a part of. And therefore, you and I cannot absolve our responsibility. And that's why I keep telling you people, if you want to change this universe, if you want to change this country, start it with yourself. Don't wait for the government. Don't wait for that Gana Gadi Wala Aaya Kachra Nikal. Do it yourself. Make sure that when you leave this auditorium, you leave it cleaner than you found it. Make sure that when you leave the person that you have been sitting next to, you leave him or her happier than you found that person. And that is the meaning of being a part of the super consciousness. Know your job. Unless you know your job well, nobody is going to respect you. And finally, know your people. This is something I learned from my first boss. My first boss, when I was working with Tata Steel after my engineering, was a person called Rusi Modi. And it was said of Rusi Modi that he knew the name of each and every employee of Tata Steel. And do you know how many employees we were at that point of time? 76,000. Even agar wo ati shokti thi and he knew only half the people, 38,000 names. And when I asked him, Rusi, why do you do it? Rusi said, Himanshu, when I call somebody by their name, they actually feel connected to me. And which is why every time somebody calls me sir, I say, I still don't have the knighthood. Please call me Himanshu. And the day I get the knighthood, I will let you people know and you can start calling me sir. But till such time, please call me by my name. And that leadership has to change, where you don't why and you don't start missing if somebody doesn't call you sir but addresses you by your name. And finally, the last part, do. Please remember that today's generation is not here to take moral gyan. All of the people, all of the young students who are sitting out there, if I start telling them what to do, what to eat, what to wear, nobody is going to listen to me. So even at IIM Indore, I say one thing to all my students: I'm least concerned about what goes into your mouth. What I'm concerned about is what comes out of it after whatever goes into it. And that is what leadership has to see. You cannot sit in moral judgment. You have to give people the liberty, you have to give people the freedom to actually apply their minds and live the life that they would wish to. The only thing that you need to understand is what are they doing with it, what are they doing with their time, and become a facilitator.